everyone. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the costs of downsizing, and not just the financial costs, but stay tuned till the end to tell you a surprising cost that we found while we were downsizing.
Yeah, definitely. And if you're enjoying our videos, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. We really appreciate it. We're pushing out between 1 to 2 videos a week right now, and we'd love for you to follow along with us on our journey.
So, I would say that fixing up your home to sell it is a pretty major cost of downsizing. You know, there might have been things you were putting off that you really need to do. You might need to do some painting, which actually costs quite a bit of money. There could be things that you need to fix that you've been kind of putting off and that really needed to be done to make it look its best. Yeah,
and we put some of our stuff into storage while we were selling our home. That was, you know, a couple $100 a month just for the storage locker. Yeah, there was a lot of work that we probably didn't even think we would have to do went into putting our home for sale, which cost a lot of money. And there's another cost that we hadn't actually written down on our list, and that is the cost of selling. You know, when you sell your home, you're most likely hiring a professional to help you, and you have to pay for that. And if you're purchasing a home at the other end, you're paying for that. And that money is all coming out of your equity, you know, that's bundled away that you don't really think about. So that's definitely a true cost, and it's well worth it, but it's definitely something.
Sure.
The next one is moving costs. Now, the moving cost is way more than you would ever imagine. You know, you'll get a quote from a moving company and they'll tell you, oh, you know, it's $150 an hour for our people to load the stuff into the moving box. And, you know, what they don't tell you is, oh, but we have a minimum of 4 hours of labor, or, you know, plus packing materials, plus boxes. I mean, think of all the things that we bought. We bought so
tape,
150 boxes, you know, packing tape,
bubble wrap, paper,
bubble wrap,
all that stuff.
Shrink wrap,
it really
plastic.
does add up.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would think it added up close to $1,000 of, you know, moving materials. And yeah, I mean, storage, once again, the truck, renting the truck, the container costs are huge. You know,
the temporary containers that you can have delivered and you can pack it up yourself. And then they whisk it away.
It's a great system.
Really great system, but it's exceedingly expensive in my opinion.
There are, and they'll charge you a fee to drop it off at your house, and then another fee to transport it to the destination, and another fee to drop it off and pick it up from that house. And if you keep it more than a certain amount of time, they'll charge you a storage fee. I mean, and
even if it's only a couple of days.
We went 2 days into the next period and got charged for an entire month's worth of storage fee,
which was very expensive.
And it wasn't prorated. So yeah, the moving aspect is super expensive.
Absolutely. Yeah, the costs kind of go on and on in that respect. And then, of course, there will be items that you cannot fit in your container or your moving truck that you're just going to have to replace at the other end. Yeah, like the couch that we had, it was super uncomfortable. So we were quite happy that it was not coming with us, but we need a couch, so we had to go out and purchase a couch.
The barbecue didn't make it.
We did want to bring that, but it just wouldn't fit. And so
some patio furniture that we liked, a swing chair and things. I mean, you know, you have limited space, and you know, we made our priority list of things that were absolutely necessary to bring and things that we could replace if we needed to. And it still costs you money to replace those things at the other end.
Yes.
The next cost is transporting your cars. You know, in our instance, we drove across the country in one of the cars with our travel trailer because we couldn't really figure out any other way to move it. We just figured we'll just drive it and stay in it. But the other car we shipped, and so that was expensive. And it worked out well, but it still cost a lot of money to do it. And transporting ourselves across the country with the car was expensive, and
staying in campsites was
yep.
expensive.
Yep.
Yeah, all these things really add up.
Oh, they add up fast. Yeah.
And then I would say the next thing is fixing up your new home once you get there is, usually going to cost you a bit of money. You're going to want to make it your own. You might need new paint. In our instance, we need new flooring and new countertops.
Well, we knew that we were getting a good, good price on the house we were buying, but at the same time, these things add up.
Yes.
And you'll move into your new house and you'll see things that you did not realize because your view is very superficial when you're looking at things for the first and second time. So we're working through painting the entire house, changing all the flooring. We have a black sink in our kitchen. I don't know. I've never seen a black sink, and it's not in very nice, so that has to be replaced.
No, I think
things
it's
like
original.
that. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff, and in our case, because we're doing the flooring, we have to move out. So because we have to take out the bathrooms basically for them to put the flooring in. So we're going to have to move into temporary housing for 2 or 3 nights while they're doing the flooring. So that's another hidden cost.
Yeah. If we're lucky, it'll be 2 or 3 nights, but
yes.
We'll see.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's the cost of eating out while you're traveling. We had our travel trailer, but the refrigerator is quite small, and you can only bring so much, and so you do find yourself eating out more often. You don't have all of your utensils, so there's of course costs associated with that, and you know how expensive eating out is these
Definitely
days.
our dining out budget went through the roof for a period of time. Yes.
Yeah.
And then the big reveal, if you've stayed this long in the video, thank you, first of all.
Yes.
And the final item is not financial. It is the emotional cost of downsizing. Many of us have lived in the home that we're downsizing from for a very long time, and we've built many memories in that house. It might be a family that you had grow up in the house. If you don't have a family, just other memories. But sometimes, moving and leaving that behind can be very difficult. And sometimes it doesn't hit you right away.
No.
We have some friends who had some inspiration from us, and they also downsized. And I think it hit them as they were handing over the keys to the new owners of their home. For us, I think it hit a little bit later when we started to realize, oh my gosh, we really did like that house and all these great things that we did.
We did so much to the house to make it our own.
Yeah.
And so really, by the time it was all said and done, it was really our home. And we were so excited for the next chapter, of course, to downsize and retire and do all these things. And I don't think it really hit me until I arrived at our new house that I realized how much I missed the home that we'd created.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was surprising.
So the goal then, I suppose, after downsizing is to start rebuilding the new house with new memories. I mean, when you read this list, you think to yourself, is it worth it? Should we downsize? My answer to that question would be absolutely, in a heartbeat.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep, so I still say do it because we've reduced our cost of living by downsizing, and at the end of the day, that's the goal. So now we're retiring. And
now we can make all kinds of new memories in our home.
So thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. And please subscribe. And if you like the video, give us a thumbs up.
Thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Bye.